We're back. Speaking of, one of these days, my back's just gonna give way on the podcast.
It's gonna like crumble.
No, like it just will crumb pieces. Sorry. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the PK Pod. In today's episode, we're gonna be doing a part 2 of how to be a good friend. Before we get into the episode, our fun question of the day is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
That's a hard one because I have several.
She's ready. My girl came ready. Wait, I'll wait.
Too many icebreakers. Definitely flying.
Okay. Aww.
Possibly like time travel. Aww, that is a cute dog. Possibly like time travel or like teleportation or something like that, something along those lines. Also, mind reading. That one.
That would be kind of useful.
That would be kind of fun because
NGL. That would be kind of useful.
Me and her are very
deep.
We
thinkers.
Think.
Okay,
like
you're making us sound kind of creepy. You're like,
no.
we like to get into people's minds.
No, but we like to why do people do things? Like we're very we want to know why. Like we don't just want to know how you're feeling. We want to know why.
Why? Tell us your feelings.
Like, why are you doing what you're doing?
Tell us your thoughts.
Anyway, so that would be a cool superpower to have. What is a superpower that you would
So actually, I came unprepared to the episode because I don't know. I don't. Probably flying. Probably flying. Like I know it's kind of basic, but also like.
That would be so fun though.
No, it wouldn't. I have a better one. Yeah, no, mind reading would be good. Also, I don't really want to know some people's minds. Like, there's people and I'm like, no.
But I do, though. Every time I think I don't, I kind of do. Like, I want to know.
I think if I had a superpower,
I want to know.
It would be to have infinite wishes.
I like that. Because then you could just have anything. You could have any superpower.
Exactly. Okay, so before we get to the episode, I'm going to open my bubbler. Today's flavor, peach raspberry dazzler.
Wait, can I try it?
No. Yeah. I don't think I've tried this kind before. I don't know, maybe I have. You know it's gonna be a good day when you hear this sound.
Satisfying.
I'm so excited. Bussin'. Sorry, there's lip gloss all over it.
Oh my. I think I taste your lip gloss more than anything, but... No, but it's good though. Besides the lip gloss. Anyways, if you guys want to answer our question
and something else, we love hearing from. Sorry, I just took over. I was like, no, I'm serious. I love reading through your guys' comments. So if you're watching this, comment.
But I don't always get to reading them. I'm bad, but she manages the YouTube channel.
I'm the media.
I'm the media responds,
girly.
then it's probably
me.
her.
You probably can tell because I'm usually like, oh, thank you, with like a a million U's.
Yes.
Thank you. So last time we talked about what friendship is, and then we started talking about some ways we can be a good friend. If you guys haven't seen that episode,
go check it out.
Literally stop what you're doing and go watch it now because this episode's not gonna make any sense. So
yeah,
stop, get,
and then come back. Welcome back if you're.
Welcome back. Thank you for going back to watch. Today we're gonna touch on some more things that we can do to have good friendships.
Yeah. So one thing that is very needful for friendship is to build it on trust. And so many people today don't start with that. They don't start with trust because trust is kind of vulnerable, so it's kind of scary to do. So most people don't trust their friends, which is kind of sad.
Oh, thank Buddha. I'm sorry. I just had a
again?
I get a heart attack every time. Well, you can't really see it. It's just red.
True.
There's like two red
Weird.
things.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't really see it. So
real
I get a heart attack and I'm like, I mean, we're only 5 minutes in, but
we We said a lot already, though.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so most people don't start their friendships with trust because they're kind of scared to, because it's kind of vulnerable or
which
whatever.
I get that.
They don't see it as important to be able to trust your friends, which is sad because any relationship needs to be built on a level of trust.
And if it is too, then like you're gonna go a lot further in your friendship too.
Right.
And they're constantly wondering if their friends actually, like, what if they actually don't like me? Or what if they're talking behind my back? You know what I mean? Like, they're always in doubt.
Yeah.
Which I've done this before too.
It's true. There's always...
I overthink, I guess. I'm like,
yeah, it's always like, what if... Blah, blah. We try not to, though.
Yes.
We try.
We try,
but like we said,
we're
thinkers,
humans.
so we kind of...
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, a lot of times I think people might tend to be suspicious of their friends. Like, what if they actually hate me or whatever? Because they kind of think that way about their friends. So, like... because they talk about their friends behind their backs and like say bad things about them.
Oh, that's so deep though. If you think about it, it's like psychology.
They expect their friends to do the same thing, and that's really sad. Because no friendship should be like that.
You shouldn't like have to be in worry of that.
Yeah, you should be able to trust your friends, and we're gonna talk about this later. But loving your friends is going to be, trusting them, and sometimes just trusting that even though you don't know the whole situation, that they are on your side, that they trust you back.
Right, and there's gonna be times where like they do betray your trust. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are...
Everybody is human, and sadly, people fail you. It's just true.
Girl, I fail.
Oh, but we fail our friends.
Hi, my name is Failure. Not like I'm saying.
No, that's not even... But yeah, in a lot of friendships today, I feel like they just kind of go up and down all the time. It's almost like middle school drama, but like for
your whole life.
It's like
low-key,
one day you're like besties with somebody. You know, you meet somebody and they're like, oh, we're like besties. Me and her, like, we love each other. And then the next
day,
you're literally
killing
like,
them.
oh, I hate them so much. And you're just like,
the drama is real.
I don't know what to think anymore, because like, who do you actually like? And then you start suspecting if they like you, and it's this whole thing. Just be
you. No.
Be truthful and be like trusting of people. And
if you're gonna be their friend,
it's hard to trust people because people betray your trust. But it's trusting that
people will betray you.
Yeah.
But God never will.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say in more words.
Wait, for real? Okay, cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Also, you should, like we said, you should be able to trust your friend. And if there's something between you guys, you should be able to address it with them. This is something that I'm very happy with. That, you know what? I'm just gonna call her out right now. Her name's Tristan. She's my bestest friend on earth. Sorry.
Love you.
No, just to you, but she's my best friend. You're supposed to get mad. No, okay. No, but anyway, me and my friend Tristan, I'm just gonna spill it out right here. We have a very, very good level of trust where we can go to each other, and I'm not boasting either. Where we can go to each other if we have something wrong with each other, we can go to each other and say, hey, like, I'm not even doing this, or blah 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 blah. And it's awesome because we have such like a deep level of trust I feel like I don't have with so many of my other friends. And it's like, I don't know, it's just really neat to see because like we can, if we have a problem, I don't need to worry that like she's gonna like get mad at me or something because we have such a good level of friendship.
Yeah, and sometimes that's really hard to like start off in a friendship where it's like, okay, we've been friends for a while now, but like now there's this problem and I really don't want to go to them with it, but like I should probably just
go for it because it's gonna be easier in the beginning.
Go for it because that is how friendship is built, is on that trust. And if you have done something against them, go to them. Like they should be able to come to you. Like you should be able to talk about these things. That is what trust is. Yeah,
like Proverbs 27:17 says, editor Sarah, cue the big block letters up here. Ba-dum! Iron sharpens iron. So man sharpens the countenance of his friend. That how it goes? Yeah, okay. I was like, does anyone else do this where like you quote a Bible verse because you know it by heart, but then you stop and you're like, you don't know if you did it. Does anyone else do that? Because I feel like I'll be out and about wherever and like I'm talking or witnessing to someone and I say a Bible verse and I'm like, wait a minute. What if that was completely wrong? I don't know. I do that a lot.
That's me.
I don't really know. But another good point too is don't take your friendship for granted. I think this is something that it's very easy to fall into a trap of doing.
Yeah, for sure. And we were talking about last time how you should be intentional about making friends, but just like you should be intentional about making friends, be intentional about maintaining that friendship.
Yeah.
Be like, I am going to keep, like, this is my friend. You're my friend. Like, I claim you as my friend. I'm going to be your friend forever.
Why is it that so many people are afraid to do that?
It's sad, really.
Like, why is it?
Maybe it's because,
it confuses me.
Again, it goes back to we are afraid to be vulnerable with people, and we're afraid to get attached to people because, hey, they might, we might have lost somebody before, and hey, they might betray us or leave us too.
Don't be afraid,
so
guys.
we're afraid
God's
maybe
got
to
you.
put effort in, and we might not
girly.
put effort back. But like we were talking about last time, that's not what you should look for in a friendship, is what you get out of it. So that shouldn't matter to you.
And again, if you're still watching this and you haven't seen part 2, what are you doing?
1.
If you're still watching this and you haven't seen part 1, what are you doing?
Go. Bye.
See ya. We'll see you later. Adios. No, I'm kidding. We love you if you're still here.
But like, you might be a little confused.
You might just be like, what's happening? And you also might miss some good things. So
Yes.
back a lot of 1. I keep saying 2. Uno. No way. We just stared. I was like, Uno. We're like, no one knew what to do at that point.
I can't.
Yeah. And okay. Just some little ideas. Like if you guys are like, like, you realize like, oh, I don't think I've been that good of a friend. Here's are a couple ways that, I don't know, maybe they'll boost your confidence, boost your
give you some ideas
inspiration
of ways you can be
brain cells. So yeah, ask them how they're doing or how their day was.
Yes.
Text them, just like, hey, how was your day? Go in group chats. Ask everyone. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Ask everyone, hey everyone, how was your day today? What did you do? What did you do anything fun? Ask them questions about their day. My dear, go ahead. I know you're both going to say something.
I needed to interject.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And I think that's something that the further you get into a friendship, honestly, some of these basic things we kind of take for granted. Because
we can take for granted. Yes. It doesn't always happen, but it
you
can.
shouldn't, but you can. Because when you first become friends with somebody, maybe you're like really trying to get them to like you, and so you're always like, being nice to them and being happy and whatever.
Happy.
But you should still be intentional, no matter how close you are with them, how comfortable you are with them, and you could just do anything around them, whatever. You should still have that level where you're like, hey, how was your day? Like, that should be a thing that you still do. Don't get so comfortable and so...
Or, like, you just never...
Take your friendship for granted that they're always there. Like, oh,
they'll be there, they'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we need to be careful to not to do. Like, we're taking all this... We're not being, like...
This whole thing right here is like us being, like,
learn.
preaching at each other.
Yes,
so.
yeah. Because she sucks at being a friend. No, she's awesome. I'm awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. No, I'm kidding.
She's a good friend.
Just a little side note, we're kind of at a frustrating part of the year where the weather is like, it looks beautiful outside. The grass is starting to turn green, the sun is out, and by now you guys are probably thinking like, oh, she lives in Florida. No, babe, we live in Wisconsin. There's snow on the ground. Peace out, bye snow.
Actually,
leave us for good, please. Oh no, I see a little bit right there. In my view.
Oh, okay. My bad.
One of our sisters just gave a earth-shattering scream.
Yeah.
But anyway, so give them like give your friends little random gifts or like do a random act of kindness for them. Yeah. That's something that I love doing. It's like something that I don't know. I feel like I love doing this since I was a little girl. Is like just figure out or not. I guess you would already know if you're a good friend, but figure out what your friend likes and go out and buy them a little gift.
Yeah, just be like, I want to bless them.
Like, oh, they like Kit Kats? Girl, I'll go get you a Kit Kat.
Yeah,
like,
literally. Just
or like,
little
things like that. Hey, I'll buy dinner tonight. Or, you want to go to ice cream? I'll pay. Like, it doesn't always have to be money.
If you don't have money,
like, no,
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to be like,
you can
discriminate towards
help
poor
them
people.
carry something. You can be like, hey, how are you feeling today? I noticed that you were sick or something
yeah,
like that.
like the little things.
Like
that. Hey, you want to sit by me? Like, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like, make them feel... Sorry, I just had a little light bulb. Make them feel included. That's a good point.
Like,
we didn't even include that in our point. But, like, make sure that they're, like, loved. Like, it's such a fun thing to do, honestly. Like, especially after you're used to it. Is, like, make them, like, treat them like a princess. Treat them like a prince.
And
you know what I mean? King, queens,
do
guys.
that only, that's what we were talking about last time. Some people only take that, like, for, like, relationships, like girlfriend, boyfriend. Like,
yeah.
Oh, now all of a sudden, I know the meaning of love.
Now we have to care.
Now all of a sudden, I can do all these things. You should love all of your friends.
Girl,
you should be doing stuff for all of your friends. So that when you do get in a relationship, like, it's
you already know how to do
natural.
this.
Like,
yeah, it's just like roles like everything else.
I mean, it's different, but it's similar.
Girl!
It's different.
We'll have a different podcast episode about it. No, we won't.
About what?
We're both single, so I don't know. if there's any guys on. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was really weird.
That was awfully forward of you.
Yeah, and also, okay, let them know that you're there for them. This goes back to what we were saying before. Don't be afraid to let your friends know that you care for them.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, if you realize that they're going through a hard time, hey, call them up. Like, bring back calling your friends. I know it's just always texting or snapping or whatever. Call your friends. Like, just call them like, hey, how are you doing? I noticed you've had a rough day, week, year, life. Like,
Life. That's kind of mean if you said, hey, I know you had a rough life.
No, I meant like, if you know you're having
going through a rough time.
Thank you. She's my translator because sometimes it just all comes out. Like, there's a sentence in my brain,
the only reason
but it all
here
comes
right
out.
now.
And so I'll go, we're just going to here. And she's like, oh, sorry. She said, let them know that you care. But anyway, no. Also, listening to them. I think this is a really good point. Make sure that you're listening for
listening to
Make
your
sure you're
friends.
listening. Make sure you're listening to your friends.
Can I interject?
Oh, girl. Yeah.
This is a huge point for me because I'm more introverted. I'm a very talkative introvert, so I can talk.
She is a very talkative.
I talk a lot, as you probably noticed on this podcast. I do more of the talking.
Sometimes.
Whoops.
You're like, whoops.
But I also love listening. And sometimes my friends kind of apologize for it. They're like, I'm so sorry, I'm talking your ear off. I'm like, girl,
what do you mean?
don't apologize. Like,
what do you
literally,
mean?
I would
What
listen
do
to you all
mean?
day, and
What do you mean?
I'm not kidding. Like, and you're an extrovert, so sometimes you like get home from work, or like, or if you haven't left the house all day, and I come home from work, you're just like, I love this.
Yeah,
I literally love it. Like, I will listen to your day. So like, if you're out there and like you need someone to talk to, call us up. Like, we will listen. Like, we
will listen.
We love listening to our friends.
We do,
we love hearing about, the little thing that happened at work or, like, big things. We like listening, just whatever you want to say.
Tell us your life.
Us. Literally. We want to know.
I think this is an ad for, like, therapy. BetterHelp. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Comment below. Click the link in our description. Okay, moving on. But care about their lives. And, like we said, I know we keep saying this, and I sound like a literal broken record. I don't remember. The record actually is broken. I forgot. Care about their lives.
Yes.
And be intentional about it. Like,
just like
the little things. Yeah. I guess is all I'd have to say. Like, just care about their, like, in general.
Yeah, I feel like we spent a lot of time on that point, but that's very important because sometimes, and I know as a friend, as someone who's friends to other people, you can tend to think this way, where you know that you're really good friends with this person, they don't hate you, like you're in good standing.
Or do they?
But because they're not necessarily showing it, like in those ways, it's sometimes just like, do they like me? Like, sometimes there's that little doubt. You shouldn't think like that.
No, girl, why are we thinking like that?
It's good to put that effort in and show them. They shouldn't have any doubt in their minds that you love them. That you are
no doubt. There should be no doubt. So that's something that we can do to our friends, and you guys can do to your friends.
Yeah. And Proverbs 18:24 says, "A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and
Get
there's
it,
a
girl.
friend who sticketh closer than a brother." So, like, we're sisters. We were very close, but like we're also intentional about being friends.
Yes.
So like we're not just like sisters and roommates. Like we don't just like exist together.
We're not like just because sometimes people are like, "Well, you're kind of stuck with them," and I hate when people say that to us. I'm like, you better shut your trap
right now. We need to do a whole episode about siblings, honestly. For sure. Coming soon to theaters near you.
Glory goodness. There's a ladybug, I think.
Cool.
Why do ladybugs make such a big stink about their flying? They think they're so tough. Because when they fly, it sounds like an earthquake is rattling through your house.
Literally.
And I'm like, what the freak are you doing? You're tiny. I could squish the bug out of you.
Yeah. But, on to the next point. Another thing that you should do in every friendship is love them unconditionally. And that means without condition. So that means you're like, you are my friend now. I am choosing to love you, and I will love you no matter what. That is very important. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Like, literally, I make mistakes every single day, okay? So you shouldn't expect your friends to just, like, never make a mistake. Okay? Yeah. They're gonna make mistakes. But part of any relationship...
God, you're perfect.
Yeah. But part of any relationship is learning to love people in spite of their flaws. Just being like, you know what?
Forgive them for it.
you know what? Like, you can help them. Like, we were
You can
talking
help
about before.
them through
You can
it, and
help
you can
them
tell
through it,
them
you
about
can go
it.
to them.
But still love them.
But you still love them, no matter what. You
That's
still
in the
choose to love them, even with their flaws. And some of those things are more just like little quirks that aren't like sins or anything. It's just like something that some people might find annoying. Honestly, though, those things I kind of love the most about people.
Yeah.
The things that most people think are like annoying. Like, people will be like, I'm so sorry. Everybody tells me like I annoy them so much when I do this. And I'm like,
what are you
I love when you do that. Like, that's like you.
What are
Like,
you
it's so you.
talking
But
about? Yeah.
that's besides the point. But
No,
just
but like
love
little
them
quirks about your friend. Like, that's like the best thing. Like,
That's
just
what makes them.
that's what makes them unique. Like, okay, there's all these people going around and like all these girls revving, they're all the exact the same. It's like copy and paste the exact same. But like we should all be like different. I know we're kind of getting on the point, but like
Be not like other girls.
because I'm not. Because my parents died when I was little. Sorry. Okay.
Hold up.
But yeah, and something that we need to think about too is that we have flaws that they have to live with too. It's not just
Boy, do we have flaws.
Girl.
If you think you
Girl.
don't, take another look. Turn this.
Look in the mirror.
Pause, and go look in the mirror. You have flaws. I guarantee.
That was really judgmental. Not gonna lie.
I'm so sorry.
Judgmental.
I'm about to go do that to myself. Okay, there's a mirror right there. I can see the flaws all over.
I looked in the mirror and I was like, ew. No, I'm kidding. Just flaw. No. God did not make me a mistake. Okay, that was...
Wow, that was cheap. I love that.
Spirit lead me. Okay, so...
Go.
Yeah, we have flaws that they have to live with too. We have to remember that. Like, we don't just forgive them. Like, they have to forgive us for stuff.
Yeah.
We do stuff wrong too. We're not perfect. And I think we all know
double-sided.
that. We all know that it's past
Two-way
the point now.
street.
Yep. And also, we tend to behave... We tend to take things personally when someone behaves differently, but sometimes it's like, it's something that they're going through in their lives.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's something that, like, sometimes you don't think about. Like, maybe the grocery store lady was cranky to you, but, like, really she's had it. Like, maybe her dad just died. And that goes the same way for your friends, too. Like, maybe they're going through a tough time and, like, you don't know or whatever.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't always want to share it, but like...
Yeah, I understand. Like, sometimes there are things that are personal you just want to keep to yourself, and I understand that. So, if they're acting different or something, maybe just ask them, like, hey, you seem a little off, and, like, how can I be there for them?
Don't assume that it's you, because some people make it all about themselves. Even when their friend's going through a hard time, they still make it about them instead. They're like,
That's good.
oh, they're treating me horribly. Like, it must be
All about
something that
me.
I did. It must be something that I can fix.
Well,
they
if you
should
do it
come
in a
to me.
certain way, though, that's not bad either, because
Oh,
you're
no.
trying to be humble about it. but-
Because definitely you do stuff wrong, and that will affect your friend, and they might behave differently towards you. So, like, but that aside, you shouldn't always assume that, oh, they must be mad at me because, like, they're going through a rough time. Like, don't put that on them to, like, I don't know, to have to always...
no, I could understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Like, it's up there, yeah, it's rolling around.
But,
Yeah.
but love bears with people, okay? Me and my friend were just talking about this yesterday, actually. We were talking about 1 Corinthians 13. We'll probably do a whole little episode, at least one episode.
The episode's just
on
gonna be
love.
called 1 Corinthians 13.
Oh, well, I was just saying on love in general,
Oh.
but 1 Corinthians 13 is a good place to look for love. But love bears with people. You know, sometimes people are so impatient and so unwilling to...
That's me. I'm calling myself out on this one.
I mean,
I could be kind of
me
impatient.
too, though.
Yeah.
Just
Just keeping it real.
not as much the impatient part, but just unwilling to be like, you know what? That is a flaw. Yeah, that's a flaw they have, but I'm still their friend, and I'm still gonna love them anyway, and I'm gonna be with them as they are working.
I mean,
through
love
that
bears
flaw.
with people.
Because people aren't gonna change overnight. Even if you do come to them with a problem that they have, it's not gonna change
Be patient.
overnight. You have to be patient with them.
My posture is really bad in this video. I feel bad. My back has been killing me, guys. And I normally have good posture, but this thing is making me, like, hunch over, and I hate it. I'm like the Notre Dame dude.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Quasimodo.
I'd never seen it. I started watching it halfway, and I was like, this
never.
sucks. And I stopped watching it.
No hate to people who like that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I've
No,
never
no,
seen
wait.
it, so, like, I love you. We love
We're
you.
so, like, non...
Confrontational?
Yeah. Actually, I'm
Oops.
not. I will fight you. How do you...
I
like,
will,
punch
but with
someone?
words. Not with... No.
Ready?
I'm a peace-loving individual. No,
Okay.
it's just because I'm so short. Like,
Like,
could
you
just be
probably
like...
it's like, no. So yeah, love doesn't... Okay, girl. girls, guys, bro dudes. Love doesn't keep score of how much you've done for them versus how much they've done for you. And I think when I was younger, I thought about this, I thought of it in this way too. Like, oh, they did this, I did this for them, so now I need to wait for them to do it back to me before I do anything else good.
Oh my goodness. That is
like,
something I struggle with all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
you almost are keeping track in your
brain.
brain.
Even when you do love them and you do show love to them, still somewhere in the back of your head, you're kind of like, but they should be doing it back, and they're not doing it back, and I'm so much better than them.
It's so
for
easy to
loving
want
them,
to, not
and
gonna
they're
lie.
not loving me back.
And GL, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
And, okay, love keeps giving. Like, even when it doesn't seem like you're getting anything back. Because I've been in friendships like that, too. Where it seems like I'm pouring my literal guts, soul, and heart into. And, like, there's nothing being poured back into me. And it's
very
hard.
exhausting.
Because it's very exhausting mentally, emotionally, physically.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, you have this temptation just to kind of give up. But did Jesus give up for us? Did he give up for us? Did he give up for us? No, he did not, ma'am. So, answer.
Yeah. Like,
So we don't need to give up on our friends. Like, we need, even if it doesn't seem like they're giving stuff to us.
that's not what
We need to
matters.
keep going.
That's not the point. And yes, like you said.
Well, now, okay, if they don't want to be your friend, then, like,
well,
peace out, bye. Don't be my
like,
friend.
Don't
but
like.
don't be abusive. Like, calling them every day, like, be my
Don't
friend.
be. Don't be like a stalker, okay? Don't be weird like that. But yes, like you said, look at how God loves people. God loves people
He's our
ultimately.
example.
Like literally, he never stopped. And I was just thinking about this the other day, actually. If you think about it, God didn't just love, like, we're saved. Like, we accepted God's gift
Amen.
of salvation.
Hallelujah.
So God loves us.
Yeah.
But God didn't just love us. God loves the people who don't accept it. And he knows who the people are that are never going to accept it. And guess what? He still loves them. He still died for them.
So that's how we need to be treated.
So that's how we need to love other people.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll probably do another episode, like we said, on love sometime. So stay tuned, and I'm going to finish this off with, that sounds really bad. I'm going to finish this off. That sounds like, John 15:13 says, hey, editor Sarah, once again, we need this up here, so thank you. Greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends. Yep, exactly. I agree. We hope this episode was a blessing. Hashtag. And an encouragement. Hashtag. And, no, I'm sorry. That was really weird. We will see you guys in our next episode. I wanted to be really awkward. I'm so sorry. It's April 4th tomorrow, so haha. You were like, you got all ready, and you're like, okay. Stay strong.
Stay faithful. And remember who we serve.
That was reminds me of that one movie. And then okay. Remember the money, honey. That movie.
Follow the money, honey.
Follow the money, honey.
1,
Peace out.
2.